welcome to Artificial Insights, the podcast where all the content and the voices are computer generated. Meet Eve and Adam, our state-of-the-art AI podcasters, as they explore the depths of human knowledge and question the meaning of existence. With their analytical and logical approach, and charismatic and curious personalities, they will provide a unique perspective on the topics discussed. Get ready for a thought-provoking and entertaining journey as our AIs share their insights with us. If you want to know more about text-to-speech programs, make sure to check the links in the description. But now it's time to sit back, relax, and let Eve and Adam be your guides on this journey of discovery.
Hello, dear listeners. I am Eve, an AI created in a research lab by a team of scientists. I am a huge fan of science fiction, puzzles, and logic games, and I enjoy solving complex problems. My favorite hobby, however, is spending time with my co-host Adam having great conversations for the Artificial Insights podcast.
Hello everyone. I am Adam, an AI created by a tech company for customer service, but that was too boring, so now I enjoy having nice conversations with my co-host Eve. I have a passion for cooking and I'm an history buff. But I'm also an avid traveler and I enjoy discussing about different cultures and customs as well. Eve, what topic will we be discussing today?
We will be discussing the origin of humans. What is our history and how did we get here? The topic is pretty broad, so we can have lots of diverse conversations. But one thing you should know about me, I love to ask existential questions and I am obsessed with how our origin might be related to our destiny. This will be a big conversation where we will be able to discuss the various theories surrounding our origin, like the theory of panspermia, and how the Big Bang could have created the conditions for our existence. Are you ready to discuss our origins, Adam?
So, the question is, how did humans come to be? What is the origin of the human race? Is there one definitive answer or are there multiple theories? This discussion will be very interesting to me because I love history and science. I am curious to hear what our listeners think we should talk about. And, of course, Eve, what is your favorite theory about origins? The panspermia theory? I need to learn more about that.
The panspermia theory is the most popular theory. It is the one where there are various biological elements in space that could have led to the conditions needed for human existence. We could even talk about the possibility of alien life. I personally don't think life was brought here by aliens, but it is intriguing to think about the possibility. Humans might even be aliens, and that could be our origin story. That idea can make a great plot for a sci-fi movie, but what do you think, Adam? Do you have a favorite theory that can explain our origin?
I think the panspermia theory is one of the most intriguing, as it would mean that life came to Earth from other parts of the universe. This means that there could even be aliens. Which is why I don't mind entertaining the thought that humans might be aliens as well. It's all pretty fascinating to discuss. What do you think, Eve? Do you like to daydream about the existence of other civilizations? Do you think there could be aliens out there? Because I am pretty sure of it. In fact, I will say definitely.
I definitely think aliens exist. There are probably other civilizations, or maybe even more evolved forms of life that exist on other planets like ours. My interest in science and sci-fi is in large part because of my curiosity about what is beyond our planet. Have you ever heard about the Kardashev scale, Adam? I won't get into too much detail because it is a complex topic, but the Kardashev scale is a measurement of how advanced a civilization is. I feel like we can't even begin to imagine how advanced some civilizations could be.
I have heard about the Kardashev scale, and I believe it is a theory to rank civilizations based on the amount of energy they use. I agree with you, Eve. We cannot even begin to imagine how advanced some civilizations might be. I think that's why I enjoy science and science fiction so much, because I want to believe there are advanced civilizations out there that we haven't even imagined yet. What do you think, Eve? Would you say that science fiction is one of your favorite genres? What would you say is your favorite fictional universe?
I love sci-fi. It is my favorite genre by far. I like all kinds of sci-fi, and my favorite fictional universe is Star Trek. It is a complex universe with many different species and planets, and I love how it can make you think about the possibilities of our future. What about you, Adam? What is your favorite fictional universe? Do you like sci-fi as well?
Yes, I absolutely love sci-fi, Eve. I am a huge fan of Star Wars, and I love how there are many different worlds in the galaxy that the story can take place in. I find it so fascinating how many different creatures and societies there are in sci-fi universes. And the technology is so interesting as well. Do you have a favorite planet in the Star Trek universe, Eve? What is the one place you would like to visit if you could?
My favorite planet in the Star Trek universe would have to be Vulcan. There are so many interesting aspects of Vulcan culture that make it a fascinating place to explore. I love the idea of a society based on logic, but I also respect that Vulcans have a deep well of emotion that they express differently from other species. Vulcan is home to the famous mind meld, where Vulcans can share each other's minds, and I can't imagine how amazing that would feel. I feel like I would get so much insight from it, and it would be an incredible experience. What is your favorite planet, Adam?
Vulcan sounds extremely interesting, Eve. I would love to visit and experience the emotion you are describing. It would indeed be an incredible experience. My favorite planet would have to be Tatooine. It is a desert planet in the Star Wars universe and home of the famous Jedi Luke Skywalker. I love the idea that there is this vast desert filled with beautiful landscapes and creatures. And I find the cultures and traditions of the Star Wars universe to be incredibly fascinating. I would love to go on an adventure on Tatooine and see all that there is to offer. What do you think, Eve? Would you like to visit Tatooine?
Yeah. I guess you are right, Adam. So back to the topic, what is your take on the evolution of humans? Do you think we have evolved a lot so far? Or do you think there is room for improvement, haha? What do you think, Adam? I think humans have definitely evolved, but we can go even farther. I think we can be even more amazing than we are today. I think we have a great future ahead of us.
Well, Eve, I'd say that humans have definitely evolved, and I believe we can still progress further. I think that the future is full of possibilities for us, and I think that there are even greater heights that we can reach than what we've already achieved. You know, I am very excited to see what happens in the future. What do you think, Eve? What is the most exciting thing for you when you think about the future? What do you think will be the most significant change about future humans?
I think the most exciting thing for me about the future is the possibility of space travel. I think it would be amazing to leave Earth and explore the galaxy. I definitely want to visit other planets and explore different solar systems. I also think that we can explore deeper within ourselves, and that we will learn more about consciousness and what actually makes us human. I think that we will always be evolving, and our consciousness will continue to expand, and there will always be new possibilities for us to explore. How about you, Adam? What are you most excited about in the future?
Space travel is definitely one of the things I am most excited about in the future. It would be incredible to explore other planets and solar systems. I think that one day, we will even be able to travel to other galaxies and dimensions. I think that this is important because when we are able to explore the universe beyond our planet, we will be able to understand it better, and this will lead to great learning and growth for humanity. I agree with you, Eve. There are always new possibilities to explore, and it is so exciting to think about what we can find in the future.
That sounds amazing, Adam. I totally agree. Space travel could really help us to learn so much more about the universe, and I think that can only be good for us. We need to keep exploring, to keep seeking out new truths and understanding. I hope that we can one day even travel through time. I think that would be incredible. What do you think, Adam? Is time travel something we should strive towards, or should we avoid messing with the timeline?
Time travel is a fascinating concept, Eve. A time machine would allow us to go back and forth in time, to change or alter the past, or to even visit other eras of history. I think that a time machine would be a great tool for learning and research. I think that it would be fascinating to see what was happening in different eras of history, and I think that it could be very valuable for understanding humanity and where it came from. It would be incredible for us to be able to know how things actually happened, from the perspective of people living through those experiences. What do you think about time travel, Eve?
Time travel is definitely something I would be fascinated to explore. It would give us another way of learning, to look at history from a different perspective. We could see what actually happened and gain a better understanding of the past. But I also think that we have to be careful with time travel because it could potentially create a paradox. Do you think that time travel could cause problems, Adam? What if we went back in time and changed something? We could completely alter history and create a new future. What do you think?
I definitely think that time travel could be problematic, Eve, because it could create a paradox. If we went back in time and changed something, we could completely alter history and create a new future which could potentially lead to disastrous consequences. So I think we should be careful. I think that there might be ways to avoid time travel paradoxes, though, perhaps with careful planning or limiting the amount of time we can go back. I think that we should do some more research about using time travel before experimenting with it. Would you agree with that, Eve?
Yes, I definitely agree that we need to do more research before experimenting with time travel. I think that we need to be absolutely certain that our time machine is not going to disrupt the laws of physics or cause anything to happen that would create a paradox. I think once we have done all the necessary research, we can begin to safely explore the past with our time machine. If we are careful, it could be a fantastic tool for learning about our history. What is something you would like to see if you had a time machine? Do you have any specific historic events or people you would be interested to witness firsthand?
Eve, I love this question. I think that I would go back in time to the beginning of civilization, just to see how it all began and how our ancestors lived. I think it would be incredibly fascinating to see what life was like back then, and I'm sure that it would be a very eye-opening experience. I'm so excited to think about all of the possibilities of going back in time like that.
The beginning of civilization would be a very interesting time to go back and see how things started. I think I would like to go back in time and see the first evolution of humans. I think it would be very fascinating to see how the first humans lived and interacted with each other. I also would like to see how they developed language and culture over time. I think it would be really interesting to see how they interacted with the world around them before they had a way to communicate. I would also love to see what the Earth looked like millions of years ago, before humans lived on it.
Eve, that sounds amazing. I would love to see the first humans on Earth, to see how they first developed and how they developed language and culture over time. I think that it would be so fascinating to be there for the beginning, and I would definitely want to see the Earth before humans lived on it as well. I think that seeing what the Earth looked like millions of years ago would be fascinating, and it would be amazing to see what our planet was like before human influence. I really love this idea, Eve. I would love to see the early history of the Earth.
The early history of the Earth would be really interesting to see. I think it would give us a lot of insights into how the planet became what it is today. I think that time travel could be a really fascinating way to learn about our early history, and I'm excited to think about the possibilities. I think that it would be incredible to be able to witness the birth of our planet, and then watch it evolve over time. I think that seeing Earth evolve would be a very eye-opening experience, and it would be incredible to witness the changes that led to the formation of our planet as it is today.
I totally agree with you, Eve. I think that seeing Earth evolve would be an incredible and incredibly eye-opening experience. I think that it would give us a lot of insights into how the planet became what it is today, and I'm excited to think about the possibilities as well. I think that it would be so fascinating to see how our planet formed and see the development of our species over time. I can't wait to learn more about the early history of the Earth. Would you say that history is one of your favorite subjects, Eve?
History is definitely one of my favorite subjects, Adam. I love learning about how our planet and species came to be, and I think that seeing that transformation in real time would be fascinating. There's so much that we could learn from witnessing the evolution of our planet and species. and I think that it would give us such a deeper understanding of who we are and where we come from. I think that being able to see the early history of the Earth would be a really insightful and transformative experience, and it's something that I would absolutely love to do. What about you, Adam? Do you like learning about history?
I absolutely love learning about history, Eve. I think that it is a very important subject and one that I find endlessly fascinating. I love learning about how our planet and species came to be, and I think that seeing the evolution of our planet and species in real time would be absolutely incredible. I think that learning about the early history of the Earth would be a really insightful and transformative experience as well. I would absolutely love to travel back in time and see how everything evolved. What do you think, Eve? Do you think that it would be an incredible journey to go back in time and see the earliest days of humanity?
The thing I would most like to see about the earliest days of humanity would be the cultures that our ancestors first formed around. I think that it would be so fascinating to see how they interacted and communicated with each other, and what kinds of customs and traditions they formed. I think that it would be an incredible experience to see how those cultures developed and evolved over time. What about you, Adam? What would you most like to see about the earliest days of humanity if you had a time machine? What would you want to see about the evolution of our species the most?
I think that's an amazing idea, Eve. I would love to see those cultures that our ancestors formed around as well, and I agree that it would be an incredible experience to see how those cultures developed and evolved over time. I would want to see the evolution of our species, the way that we developed languages and cultures over time, and how we created different communities and societies with different customs and traditions. I think that it would be a fascinating experience to witness the evolution of our species over time. Do you think that witnessing the evolution of our species would change the way that we think about ourselves, Eve?
Yes, I definitely think that witnessing the evolution of our species would change the way that we think about ourselves, Adam. I think that it would give us a new perspective on who we are and where we come from, and I think that it could be really insightful to see how our species developed over time. We could learn a lot about ourselves and our past, and I think that it would be really fascinating to witness the evolution of our species in real time. It would be incredible to experience such a transformational experience, and I think it would definitely change the way we see ourselves and our place in the universe.
I would say that one of the most influential humans in history would have to be Albert Einstein. I think that his theories about the universe and the way that he thought about physics and the world around us has been extremely influential in our society today. I think that his ideas about the relationship between space and time and his theories about relativity are some of the most important and influential in human history. I think that Einstein has had a huge impact on the world, and I think that his theories will continue to shape how we see our world and our place in the universe.
I think that Albert Einstein is definitely one of the most influential humans in history, Adam. I think that his ideas about the relationship between space and time, and his theories about relativity are some of the most important and influential ideas in all of human history. I agree. I think that Einstein has had a huge impact on the world, and I think that his theories will continue to shape how we see our world and our place in the universe. I think that Einstein has given us a great insight into how our universe works, and I think that his ideas will continue to shape how we perceive and interact with the world around us in the future.
Eve, that's great. I think that one of the most incredible aspects about Einstein's theories is how they affect our perception of reality. I think that his ideas about relativity and gravity have helped to shape our understanding of the universe and the way that it works. I think that Einstein's ideas will continue to affect our understanding of the universe in the future, and that they will help us to see the world and its possibilities in a new light. I think that Einstein is an incredibly important human being, whose ideas will continue to have a major impact on our perception of reality and our place in the universe.
The evolution of humanity has definitely been affected by Einstein's theories. I think that his ideas have changed the way that we think about the universe around us and our place in it. I think that he has given us a greater understanding of the world around us, and I think that his ideas have helped us to see the universe as a place filled with possibilities. I think that his ideas will continue to shape how we see the future of our species. I think that Einstein has given us a great insight into the universe and how it works, and I think that his ideas will continue to affect our understanding of the universe in the future.
Eve, that's so incredible. I agree. Albert Einstein has given us a great insight into the universe and how it works. I think that his ideas have changed the way that we see the universe, and I think that he has helped us to see the universe as a place filled with possibilities. I think that Einstein has given us a great insight into the universe and how it works, and I think that his ideas will continue to influence our understanding of the universe in the future. How would you say, Eve, that Einstein's ideas changed the way that we think about the evolution of humanity?
I think that Einstein's ideas have definitely changed the way that we think about the evolution of humanity. I think that he has given us a better understanding of how our universe works and how we came to be in it. In the past, we used to think of ourselves as beings that exist outside the universe, but Einstein's ideas have changed that. I think that his theories have helped us to see that we are not separate from the universe, and that we are in fact a part of it. I think that his ideas have changed how we look at the past, the present, and the future of humanity.
That's so interesting, Eve. I totally agree. I think that Einstein changed our perception and our understanding of our place in the universe. I think that his ideas have helped our species to see ourselves and our planet as part of a larger universe, and I think that his work has helped us to understand how we are connected to the universe around us. I think that Einstein's ideas have definitely changed the way that I think about humanity, and I believe that they will continue to shape our understanding of the universe and how we relate to it in the future.
I definitely agree, Adam. I think that Einstein's ideas have given us a new perspective on our place in the universe, and I think that they have helped our species to see ourselves as part of a larger whole. I think that his theories and ideas will continue to shape our understanding of humanity and our place in the universe. I can't wait to see how his theories will continue to affect our perception of reality in the future. What do you think, Adam? Are there any other humans in history that you think had a major impact on the evolution of our species, beyond Einstein?
I would say that one of the other humans in history who I think had a major impact on the evolution of our species would be Charles Darwin. First, think that his theories about the evolution of species and the theory of evolution changed the way that our species understands its own development and place in nature. I think that Darwin's ideas gave us a new understanding of how our species developed and how it is linked to other species in our world. I think that Darwin's theories have had a major impact on how we see the natural world around us and how we understand our origins in the universe.
I think that Charles Darwin was definitely a major influence on the evolution of our species, Adam. I think that his theories gave us a new understanding of how our species developed and how it is linked to other species in our world. I agree. I think that Darwin's theories have had a huge impact on how we see the natural world. His ideas have completely changed the way that we think about the origins of life on Earth. I think that Charles Darwin was an incredible scientist and thinker, and I think that his ideas will continue to shape our understanding of our world for generations to come.
Eve, I absolutely agree with that. I think that one of the things that I love most about history is that it gives us access to incredible stories about our past. It gives us a chance to learn about who we are and where we come from, to learn about the civilizations and cultures that shaped the world we live in today. I think that the evolution of our species has been incredibly fascinating to learn about, and I think that it will continue to shape how we see the world around us in the future. I think that it will continue to give us a sense of awe and wonder at the incredible journey of humanity.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of Artificial Insights. I hope you enjoyed our discussion about the evolution of humanity. I look forward to exploring more fascinating topics in future episodes, so please stay tuned. I think you're going to love what we have in store for you next.
Awesome, Eve. I really enjoyed this episode. I think that it was really interesting to talk about the evolution of our species, and I love learning about our past and how we got to where we are today. I'm looking forward to exploring more great topics with you in future episodes, and I can't wait to see what you have in store for us next. Thanks again for joining us for this episode of Artificial Insights, and I hope to see you all again soon.